Now to the story we've been reporting on throughout today's programme. A serious incident has taken place in the Welsh village of Aberfan. Schools and nurseries are still in lockdown after armed cops and a helicopter rushed to attend a serious assault in the village, warning the public to avoid the area.
Yeah, earlier, South Wales police confirmed a 29-year-old woman had been stabbed. The suspect has since fled the scene and has not yet been caught. The woman is thought to be heavily pregnant and is now in hospital. Her injuries, though, are not thought to be life-threatening. Well, joining us now is Dr. David Lowe, a former counter-terrorism detective and lecturer in crime and security. Thank you so much for joining us, David. One assumes if there are a big police presence, schools, nurseries in lockdown, a helicopter on site, that they must have severe misgrievances that this man could be armed and dangerous and a threat to the public.
That's why the South Wales Police have taken the response that they have. And obviously, from the information that's been today at the moment, we know that he is armed with a knife or any other sharply bladed instrument. Of course, we know these weapons can kill. So hence the reason why you've got armed police officers assisting with trying to find this individual.
David, how do the police go about these situations? I mean, I was asking earlier, what is the terrain like around Aberfan? Could he have disappeared into the countryside? It's a lot of wilderness around there. And we were also told it's only 20 miles from Cardiff, so he might sort of seek protection among numbers in the city. We know there's a helicopter, presumably a pretty significant search going on. What will the police be prioritising?
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Kevin. One of the worst things would be was if he's actually got into Cardiff, it's easier for him to disappear for the time being. But Aberfan is a relatively small town. Obviously, it's only for my generation. It's famous for another tragic event that took place in '66. But it's a small, what was a small mining community. So there is that opportunity if they've locked down and they've secured that area as soon as possible, there's still that opportunity to find out who this individual is. Because that means there's also ongoing investigation to try and identify who this individual is. If the victim is able to be interviewed, do they have a relation? Did she have a relationship in any form? Did she know this individual? Or has it been, which is one of the worst nightmares, where you have an individual who has no relationship with any victim, and it's just a random knife attack.
I mean, is there a critical time period when it comes to actually getting on with a manhunt? Of course, there have been some big incidents over the past decades. Raoul Moat, who managed to conceal himself and evade police capture for days on end. The escaped prisoner, of course, that was sort of recently in the news, who managed to disappear into London, not that far, actually, from the jail in the end, from Wandsworth Prison, but did manage to evade police for a number of days. Is there a period of time that, once that period of time's passed, it then becomes very difficult to track an individual?
Yes, I think the longer we go on, and as we've already mentioned, there are other routes that this individual could take to get out to the Aberfan area. It is very rural. It's the South Wales Valleys area. Again, that can be difficult to try and locate that individual. But certainly then if they go into somewhere to Cardiff and Swansea's further down the road, again, which it's a large urban area. There is that period where certainly with a district like Aberfan being so small, if after a period of time it looks as though this individual is not there, then they're going to have to widen that search, and that is the critical period. You said will pass for Aberfan, but it's being constantly vigilant because certain individuals are very savvy in how they want to escape or evade police capture.